In fact, Sian, there's also some input pressures actually from many industries in Malaysia. We've talked about labor constraints facing certain industries like the palm oil sector, for instance, in manufacturing, and also some of these supply chain starts that continue to pester, for lack of a better term, some of these Malaysian industries. Could there be a significant pass-on effect, at least in terms of cost pressures coming from this particular area as well?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely. I mean, it's very much the fact that we do hear that manufacturing, and I would argue that probably construction as well, on top of the palm oil, are facing these labour constraints. Now, with the reopening of the borders, that should start to alleviate this. But if you combine labour shortages plus higher sort of construction costs, that's a major headwind that we could actually see, that the construction sector, the investment side, doesn't perform as well as we would hope this year, because some projects are actually delayed or even suspended. We should start to see these pressures alleviate, particularly on the labour market side over the second half into 2023. But it's definitely a headwind that we're facing at the moment.
How are you seeing this labour problem alleviating, Sian? I mean, in Singapore, they're always saying that all the smart people in Malaysia are coming here because they can earn so much more money. And as far as the immigrant labour is concerned, the foreign immigration policies in Malaysia are still fairly tight and are still politically fairly contentious.
They are, but I think part of the reason why we saw that fall, a big part of the reason why we saw that drop in foreign workers during the pandemic was because borders were shut. And it is being recognised as a factor that as we open the borders, we will actually start to see some of these, at least at this sort of the lower skilled area, should actually be alleviated. We're also seeing that wages are starting to increase. There's little doubt that there's a demand for these sort of more highly skilled workers, and wages are starting to respond. That, of course, adds another dilemma for Bank Negara, but we are seeing this market mechanism in place.